Hey, no matter where you are in this world, it is always 8:20. When you get a chance, I very rarely do this, but I want to get back in the habit or start a habit of suggesting or asking you to, at some point in this conversation today or right after, check out the website, 820podcast.com, where you can find out more about me as a person, my background, all the previous episodes, the direction of the 820 Enterprise, and maybe some other innovations that I have on the horizon, but at least something for you to consider about who you're listening to today, and hopefully that can help you on your journey in resilience. As you may have detected in the thumbnail and the title, I do want to talk about slowing your life down and get into the parameters about slowing your life down, your life, your love, and your fate. Now, when I say slow your life down, it's not a proclamation or a level of instruction from me. This is just another changed perspective on this present moment. This present moment that you cannot control or direct. You can't control or direct this life that you just happen to be living right now. And maybe this life that you also choose right now to love. And maybe this life and love that you also simply accept as your fate. Your fate? Yeah, your life, your love. Your fate proceeds forward and at its own pace, not your pace. Yeah, sure, we wish, we force, we hope, we rush, we regret, we argue, mostly with ourselves. And in this nature that I just described to you, we also laugh and cry sometimes for that ever wanting, quote unquote, more. We want more of something. But more of what? More of now? More of later? How about more of yesterday? How about more of this fantastical tomorrow? Is not this moment and this life and this love and this fate that you experience right now, even right now with me, is that not enough to deliver, discover, recover, uncover your true and essential needs? Notice, I said needs. I didn't say wants. This present moment, for this conversation we're having right now, is meant to reduce or refine our focus to life, love, and fate. Those three aspects, your life, your love, your fate, come to you as never forced upon you. Also, those three things, those three aspects, those three perspectives can never be directed by you. This is where that awareness and that exposure come into play in terms of the resilience that I speak of and have experienced for myself and share with you every day. And I choose to share it with you every day and in every episode, not because it's the best thing ever. No new sliced bread here from Ming's resilience experiences. No. I only want to share with you my awareness of and exposure to how I have defined my desire, how I have defined my discipline, how I have defined my drive that guides me, reminds me, recenters, or resets what I understand, no, what I appreciate of my beauty in my presence. And when I do that, for me, as much as I can during this one day and during these many moments that continue to build upon each other until they do not, when they arrive in my viewpoint, to my senses, when they arrive and appear before me, that reminds me of the very resilience that I hope we no longer have to long for. This is the resilience that we can now realize and realize that we already have it. If you have joined me on other 820 episodes before, this thing about resilience, that's not a magical term or certification or education that we have to go get and slave for in a university or in some college. So certainly that can help to round out our perspective. But as I said also in earlier podcast episodes, that education, that Latin word, educare, meaning to draw out from. Out from where? Out from what was deposited in you and me from birth. We were created with all we needed. However, in that journey from birth until some point in this life, we've lost track or didn't get the memo or didn't get the roadmap to where that goal is within us. Again, back to that awareness, exposure, desire, discipline, and drive to get to that beauty and in that presence that we all present every day, maybe even unbeknownst to all of us. But that's why we're here today. Just as a reminder to slow your life down, to recognize, appreciate, and accept those three little aspects that are the essence of who you are. Yes, sounds pretty simple, but your life, your love, and your fate. It's not morbid. It's not a sentence where you're going to die without purpose. That is exactly what I'm trying to present to you today. To express and share your purpose, your message, and your voice that we all have. All I did was put a label on it, a construct, a concept called resilience. Stay safe, stay current, stay present. No matter where you are in this world, please remember, it is always 820.